my friends, and welcome back to SnowRunner with me, Mark from DadX, and we're in the blue truck and we're on Island Lake. We're just tidying up all the trailers that were left laying around here. I'm afraid I have to tell you, I've lost an episode due to an IT glitch. Not a glitch, me, to be honest. I was the glitch. I accidentally deleted an entire episode being really like doing admin and clearing up some folders, and that's what happens when I try to tidy up. Anyway, so you missed a little bit, but I'll catch you up on that. So what we're doing here is basically getting some cash back. The Fleetstar's gone and got that fuel trailer that was on the map. Altogether, we probably made about 30,000 with the trailers that we've picked up and brought back here so far. Something to keep an eye on. There can be a lot of money laying around on maps. Once we go back to the garage, which I think we'll do reasonably soon, just for a little bit of tweaking, we'll have a look at what we might do with some of that money. There's one trailer left over there we can bring in. There's a repair trailer up there that's miles away, and a couple of fuel trailers knocking around that may or may not be handy. But so I think we're done with the trailer clear up. The two scout fuel trailers we can tidy up later. Yeah, and the Tager's over there with his one that he's refilling from. So we're pretty much sorted on this map. We need to get onto the business of the next map, don't we? And what we actually have to do mission wise is get from, no, Husky forwarding, they're all locked. Yeah, we've got to unlock missions now by doing other missions down here. Dyson Diesel, here we are. We've got to get one piece of drilling equipment from there onto the next map, Drummond Island. So I think we might let the Fleetstar have a go, because bringing all those trailers back, especially that heavy fuel trailer, reminded me of all the amazing work he did at a noticeably lower spec. And then we've got some missions to get some stuff to Smithfield Dam, but that's going to be from the other side of Drummond Island. And here we are on Drummond Island in the Loadstar that's got the fuel trailer, which is pretty much empty actually, and it's dragging the trailer that we found up ahead of us by this little cabin where we picked up a mission to take some wood and build a bridge. I'm cutting back through this way because that road straight round from the entrance looks very wet, and this little cut through here has already served me well a couple of times, so we'll just come back through here. And then we've still got a wet bit here, but the lads that have been this way so far didn't have too much trouble. Come on, there we are, got some purchase. So we're just going to bring this trailer down to the timber yard, which we discovered just over here, because it's going to be needed again. Once we get here, we'll have a quick look at the map. I'll show you what we have actually done. The Chevy's on here and the White Western Star is here. Right, so we'll release the winch there. The trailer can just stay here. We'll park up here for a minute, stop the engine, handbrake on. So this is where you come into the map, and this is where we grabbed that wood and the first mission to repair the bridge. And that bridge was, where was that bridge? It's right over here somewhere. This bridge here we repaired, and the White Western Star unlocked this watchtower. We did also pick up an upgrade, so thank you very much for the comment that tipped me off, just down here on the edge of this lake, which is the multi-ratio low gear, the off-road gearbox for the trucks. So when we go back to the garage, we will remember to fit those to all of our trucks, regardless of the cost. That was another reason for selling all those trailers. We might need a bit of money. Here's the log station. So what we actually did, the White Western Star, rather than go all the way around what's marked as the roads on the map, which is all the way kind of around this headland and this way, we've cut straight through from the timber yard up here. Huge shortcut. The Chevy's right here. What we're going to do with the Chevy is we've unlocked two missions. Tourist attraction, which is to go and explore this area over here, and this one here, which is one of our infamous go and find some lost stuff. I think they should both be activated here. So tourist attraction was simply an explore Hollis Island, which is back down here, and no, lost delivery. This is where they've lost the 3 loads of special cargo that are going to need picking up. So we'll get to those, no rush. Our first mission is to get up to the port So we're going to scout our way up this side of the map. Then we've got to bring the drilling equipment from the other map through to here. Then the next mission involves going back to Smithfield Dam, but we can do that from this corner of the map. So we'll look at that when we get there. We've got 2 watchtowers to unlock. Also on the other map we did the side mission to pick up the oil barrels that have got lost. It doesn't say in the mission you must have a crane to pick those up. It was kind of obvious from the description, but it doesn't say, so make sure you've got a crane. Anyway, so we're going to, for now, we found a fuel station, which is quite important. I think we're going to take the Chevy, who is over here, and we're going to take him down to Hollis Island, see what's over this way. That's going to be our first little job now. How are you doing for fuel, sir? We've still got plenty, thank you very much. So we're going down here, and then we're going to take a left. So it seems a little bit drier up on this highland. I guess it would, wouldn't it? But there's some very muddy patches to be found. Look, we just found one. But no problem. We're through. We'll go back into the regular gears so we don't start hammering that differential by going too fast with it on. And then we're heading down here. Again, very soft, very, very soft. So we're going to go back into low ratio and the diff locks just for that patch. The diffs are getting hot. That's okay, my mistake. We've had no real problems with the repairs. Right, we've got no tow points on the way across here. I'm noticing immediately. Maybe some of the logs on the ground will be. So we're definitely going to need our diff locks. We may abandon the trailer because there's no need to bring it with us on this little expedition. Right, let's try and stay. What's winchable? That tree stump. Oh, there's another tree stump over ahead of us. Right, if we can get over there. Ooh. This is very heavy going. Right, let's use this winch to get diagonal, and then we need to get, oh, that's got us moving anyway, as it often does. So the tree stump here is not required. I did get the fleet star from one of the oil rig points to where it needed to go straight across the swamp, the same way, not the same route I did Tega, but using the same technique. There seems to be enough on most of these crossing points to kind of leapfrog your way across from towing point to towing point. So we get across this patch. I think we're going to find the ground a little bit more solid just about here. Nearly. You can winch out, yeah, there you go. So I feel sorry for the guy that has to keep getting out in the swamp and finding a mouldy tree trunk to winch to. There's a tree across the road, and I get the money and a little bit of XP just as I crunch the diffs again with 50% damage on the gearbox. I'm going to have to start being a bit careful. Right, where are we now? So I think we'll carry on heading down here to the fuel station, and the White Western Star is here. He needs some wood and then to build another bridge here somewhere, if I remember rightly, of bridges and men. Bridge building seems to be a recurrent theme. I do understand they've had a flood, but I hope they build the bridges better after we put these temporary ones up. So, no, let's try and stop banging those differentials. This again looks like quite a messy little spot here. But again, we got some nice sturdy winch points. And a tree trunk over that tree stump, I should say, over there. So we'll use him. I feel a bit like Spider-Man at times. But that's the last one in front of us, but I think we're going to make it. Let's lock the diffs up now. No way we're getting too much speed here to... Right, we'll just make sure we get out of them once we get going. There we are. There's some nice fishing in that lake. So that's done. We've got a lovely big tanker trailer up here. So this looks like this map's just going to have really wet patches. Have I got anywhere to winch to from here? Not really. Let's lock up them diffs. So yeah, that's something we're going to need to watch out for maybe, is the sudden trap. So we'll refuel while we're here, thank you. What's close now? Is there anywhere worth heading to? Ah, so there's the bridge we've got to repair. But this road seems to head straight off. There's something over here that the watchtower didn't unlock, so we will have a peek over here at some stage. And I'm not sure what's here either. So we're going to need to get past that bridge to get up into the central area. So it's going to be the bridge next. So I'll get the White Western Star back to the timber yard and we'll pick him up. Right, so he popped up to the timber yard, but I'm thinking there may be more bridges. So why not get some wood a little way across the map? So I'm going to grab this trailer. Oh, I can't grab a trailer on the White Western Star. Thank you for reminding me, game. I was going to get a trailer of wood as well and basically use that to finish this mission. Or no, sorry, use the load on the truck to finish the mission and just leave a trailer of wood over there. So it's safe coming back here to get one where another one to be required. I think it's one of the things in this game that I'd be happy if there was more of an economy, in that maybe you paid for loads and you know that was factored into the price of the mission. So if you wanted to go and hand in, you know, sell back the loads that were laid around the map, you could. At the moment there's no real value in doing that. You can use a lot of them for missions, but you don't have to use them all for missions. But unlike the trailers, there's no value to them. And then you could choose whether you wanted to invest in some extra materials to stash around a map, which, as we've seen, can be useful. It saves a little bit of back and forth just to have some stuff handy. The wood and the metal beams seem to be popular. And maybe for fuel to have a cost, I don't know. I'd be, yeah, much happy for there to be a more intricate and involved economy. It would make a, yeah, just give the game another aspect. Although the gameplay in general is obviously greatly improved over the game's predecessors. So quite a hill here, but we've got the grunts to get up it. This truck, of course, has the possibility of 2 upgrades in the garage. We've got the lockable differentials and the off-road gearbox to go with it. That's the little island that we crossed on the Chevy over there. So we're heading round. I've actually moved the Chevy up to where this mission pickup was, just to pick the mission up there. There's the fuel point. There's, we know this is a very wet patch, but it looks even wetter over here. Look at that. Let's try and stay away. Good, that worked. No horrible camber on the edge of the road. And then around here, and the Chevy's up here because, yeah, he triggered the mission. It was quicker to do it with him than with the truck. So if we just head on up here, we should find exactly where, oh, sorry, I need this wood. I've now got enough damage on my engine to be pushing up the old fuel consumption. So they get battered over time, but apart from the one catastrophe that I kind of made happen and made worse, I showed you in one of the videos, just to see what a wrecked suspension and burst tyres look like. we've not had any sort of truck damage disasters, like unlike the other games where one tree stump could write you off. Just a minute, let's get the handbrake on. Rolling into the gully while I'm chatting. There's that bridge up. Bridges and men. We've got, it says there we've got about 60,000 in the bank anyway. And I was thinking of having a little sell-off. Right now this bridge is done. We've got a road heading off this way. We know we've got to pick this thing up. Special cargo. So we're going to need a truck over here. I think off camera I might go back and refuel before I venture out. I'm only on 50% fuel. And we may consider some kind of repair solution. I can't remember now whether there's a garage on this map or not. I don't think there is. So the Taiga can come through with his repair trailer and give the guys a little bit of a servicing. Right, yeah, that seems like a plan. And then I also think, well, there's a cut through here I thought I was going to use, but I'm not really going to need to. But that might be a good shortcut across the map if it's workable. I might send a Loadstar this way to see if that cut through is workable. Yeah, let's do that. And I think your fuel trailer is pretty much empty, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to leave it here. We'll just leave it here. Off camera, I'll come and tidy up the trailers. Take the handbrake off, it'd be so much faster. I was just thinking, well, this guy doesn't usually have the best acceleration, but that seems a little bit exaggerated. Right. Past this little house. Might be time for waypoints, eh? You know what I'm like. So we're coming around this way. And when we get here, I want to see about cutting across here. So am I going the quickest way? No, I can go straight through the woods. My first waypoint's over there. Right. In we go. I think there's a gap. There's a gap. Oh, sorry little trees. Oh, just a minute. What we got here? Don't think... Is this get downable? It is. Just about. And then this way, because it, oh, that's quite a slope. The ground seems good, but that's a hell of a drop. Right, and is there anything ahead of us? There's no visible winch points. Right, so this is like all or nothing, this one. Ooh, come on. In for a penny. Come on, we're moving. We are moving. This doesn't look like a great place to be bringing a truck, but I don't know. We'll have to put one through it at some stage just to try. Certainly with another truck around as a winch point. You can obviously use your other vehicles on your fleet. Oh, come on, we've got so close. There's still not a winch point in sight. Are we still moving? Can we back up a little bit and maybe come around a little bit more to the left? I'm not sure if the mud's just deeper where we are. Come on, we're not getting stuck now. If we are, the White Western Star actually isn't far away. And we can drag this guy out from the other side. But let's see. Still nothing to winch to. There's some trees up there. I haven't got the extended winch on this truck. I don't think I have. I've probably got the autonomous winch. Oh no, we get, well that was good. That was a big movement. God, we haven't had this situation for a while, have we? But we're through. We are through. We are through. That's good. That saved us a bit of time for sure. I think if we're going to use that as a shortcut, we're going to probably need a support vehicle or two to make sure that works. And then we'll have to calculate how much time that might save. I mean, if we can cut across that piece of water from here, from this corner of the map, that's literally saving us having to go all the way down here and all the way, well, at least around here and back. So potentially. But we've done a bit of exploring. I like exploring. Right, where are we now? Oh my word, look how we have sunk. I think we should be able to get out of there, no problem. The best course of action is literally just to press on at least this way. We've got the White Western Star. I've taken him back to refuel, but he can press up maybe this way towards the special cargo. He's going to need to grab with his crane, and we'll see what access to this watchtower is like. So we're going to go this way. We've got a reasonable amount of fuel, to be honest. Oh, look at this. No tow points around. And a very wet bit. Let's maybe go... or just not as bad as I thought it would be actually, or maybe it's because I took the precaution of going around that side. Where was I? If this truck needs resetting, it won't be the end of the world. If it runs out of fuel completely, I wouldn't mind getting the upgraded gearbox on it, to be honest. What we got here? We got a trailer. A trailer with their cement slabs. And what we got here? Cousin Cletus. Hey, I'm Chris from Dyson. You ever trust somebody and they lose cargo? Oh no, you haven't. Not again. I'm not saying somebody is my cousin Cletus, but I'm not saying it's Cletus. What we got to do here? 2-time oil barrels, at least this time, unlike the other map as I mentioned, it's telling us we're going to need a crane. It's not going to tell us where the oil barrels are until we accept the mission anyway, so let's just accept the mission. And then if we were to start tracking, it will then show us on the map, I think, where the oil barrels are. Right, over there and over there. So we're not over there yet. Not a great concern of ours. Where we need to go now? Can we get around? We need to cut through from here to here, and then we're going to go that way. Right, that's the plan. I'm liking this truck a lot. It's not as nippy and kind of as fun to drive as the I need said Hilux then, as the Chevrolet. It looks maybe a little bit tight through here. I think, nope, we're going to make it. A little bit snagged on one of them there. We're through. Just make sure. Oh, we're on the track. Fantastic. That worked nicely. Oh. This is also the least damaged truck we've got, though. We might have to address that. Yeah, the Chevy is a very perky pickup, and it's quite fun to drive. This is a little bit more ploddy, but it's very stable. It's very strong. It's kind of like the Loaf may become if it was more upgraded. Alright, a quick map check. Straight across here. Oh, there we are. There's our... right, again. Right, so this is the map of no tow points. And being a little bit brave. Or maybe needing friends. Oh, there is something. There's a... alright, we've got a couple of winch points just to keep us moving. So as long as we don't break them, that should suffice, hopefully. We'll get around that tree trunk. If you run them over, they kind of explode, and I want him to stay there. He's going to be our friend, I think. Right, we can get out of low gear. At least with only having one low gear, I don't have to worry about blowing up the differentials like I was doing in the Chevy. We have discovered 3 more missions. The Silent Observer. Forged by the Sea. Sounds quite heroic, that one. And 10 Hut. Let's have a look. Yeah, Drummond Island is surrounded by water. I don't want to launch the observation. Sorry, I want to look at the map. Right, so let's keep our bearings. This is where we came into the map. Blah blah blah. We're right. Oh, we're on a bit of a nothing over here, dead endy bit. It looks like, but we have picked up some missions, and they're all over here. There must be something at the end of this road at some stage. I'm going to leave this guy over here. I think that makes sense. There's no upgrades unlocked or visible here. But I'm assuming, yeah, there's no other way by the look of it to get back across here. That looks way too heroic. So we'll stay here for now in case anything pops up here mission wise. And you can help with that. I think that's a good plan. So remember, engine off. Handbrake on, was already on. We're going to switch over to the White Western Star, who's at the refueling point. He's a little bit beaten up, remember, but we're going to be a little bit more careful with him. I'm going to drive him round to kind of where we've seen before, and as soon as we get off the... I'll have that 1 litre of fuel, thank you. As soon as we get off the bits we've done already, we'll pick you back up. Okay, we're at the fork in the road, so we're heading now up to the north. Let me activate the mission that we're actually doing, and then the waypoint up over here is the oil barrel we are after. I was just thinking, you can unlock these missions. I think they're capped level wise at about level 8, but I think if I recall, there's a repair trailer. That's a bit handy. Unfortunately, you need to hitch a repair trailer to be able to repair off it, and I'm pretty sure we've tried with this guy before. Now some lorries, depending on quite what's on the back, some things seem to fit and some things don't, so I'm just going to have another go. Forgive me if you see me fail at this before, but if I could get him hitched up, oh my word, and repaired, that would be handy. What on earth was that? Just a rock, I think. We'll go round the rock this time. There we go, cool. Nearly caught me out, didn't it? Let's see. It's going to give me a fail message. Yeah. It was worth a try. Let me just see where we're going now. So we've got another road. That's the road he went. Right. Okay. So the Loadstar went up here, cut through the woods, and then up there. That's why I haven't seen this junction before. But we are definitely going that way. He says double checking. There we are. Bearings recovered. As I was saying, look, these really wet patches where there's not much to tow onto, I think they'd be killer if you didn't have tyres of the quality to get you through them. And apart from the chain tyres, we're obviously running the best off-road tyres we can on these trucks now. So if you rushed here, I think that's where you'd then need to be using the much more kind of powerful trucks to compensate. So it's obviously just a totally different way of playing the game to the way I am, which is, let's just see, I don't need another truck, this one's doing it. Right, let's see what we got here. We've got a mission we could look at around here. Our little objective is round here too, so that seems the most sensible way to go, and there seems to be a road down this way out towards the watchtower. So we'll pick up that mission and grab that cargo and then see what's going on. Someone's going to need a load of wood somewhere, I bet you. Right. Ouchie. That's exactly what I'm supposed to be avoiding, the really silly mistakes. Obviously, I'm now running the injured fuel consumption. Right. Tony again, a little birdie told me, look, a cargo ship washed ashore not too far from here. Hypothetically, if my employer was interested in that cargo, he'd pay you to retrieve it. Would that spark your interest? Quite possibly. What does this involve? Exploring the abandoned ship. Ah, there you go. So the Loadstar can go and have a little look at that. So we'll activate that mission. But then we'll head along to get this lost cargo. And that's one of 3. So we'll figure out the best route back with the first one to get a second one. I don't think we're going to try the shortcut across that river that the Loadstar did. We might drive around the long way, but... Oh! Actually, I'll take it all back. I'm only going to fit one at a time on. I was expecting certainly a single slot load. Right, oh, hello. Handbrake's on. Crane mode. We definitely want our outriggers on. And yeah, we'll go on this view. It's quite... Is this hefty? I can't remember how heavy these are. Can I just drag it around to start with? The truck is staying nice and stable. The ground's lovely and hard. Let's pull that arm in. Oh, that's where the change in direction on the view catches me out every time. Right. A little bit higher. Sorted. Lovely. Job done. Restore crane, pack cargo. Well, that solved me. Prevented me having to make the decision. It didn't solve the decision for me of picking which one to pick up on the way back, because we're now full. And I'm pretty sure there isn't a really viable shortcut back as things stand. Let's have a look. Handbrake. Map. So we need to get back to cargo storage, which is basically at the wood yard. And there's another one over here, and there's one way over here, which I guess we could have gone and got whilst we were here, but we didn't. Doesn't matter. So we're going to just come back the way we came, I think. I don't think we're going to risk that shortcut. I don't know. But I think we'll leave it as an episode there. And we shall decide. Or maybe you'd like to leave me a comment. I don't know. I'm going to get on and make the next episode anyway, so I probably wouldn't see your comment before that was getting made, to be honest. But leave us a like if you liked it. We're making good progress here. We've got a good momentum going. We're going to keep it going. Make a comment. Any suggestions or advice is always welcome. Subscribe if you want to stay in touch. But mainly, take care of yourselves and each other. And for now, goodbye.